Welcome to Big Ten Network. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, the annual red-white game in the finale of Terrapin spring football practice today. Going to get to see some fun position battles play out in an important offseason for the Terps football program. Ready to go to cap off spring practice in College Park. So Adam, when we talk City Bowl win, not only did he start it, he was the Music City Bowl MVP, a dual threat guy, known for his legs, but of course can throw it as well, and he hands it off here to Roman Hemby, who has been Mr. Consistent throughout the course of this QB job. Again, it's wide open, and Billy Edwards started the Music City Bowl. He's going to go down deep along the sideline there, had intentions for Caden Prather, who's one of their top returning wide, deliberately run him a lot as Tagovailoa took most of the passing duties. So, of course, the responsibilities expand for Edwards now. He rolls out, expanding this play, and a nice defensive play made there and broken up. Another wide open room. Howes will punt it away here. Now the red team will trot out for the first time.
In the football, so he's got to throw it well today.
They run it on the first play and promptly met in the backfield. Good defensive play there from DJ Samuels, guy whose name we could be calling quite confident in. They're really confident in the linebacker group. Seeing several guys in the white defense right now who could be starters when the fall rolls around. Play over along the sideline. Edge got some throws in that Music City Bowl win as well. Was 4 for 6 in that game through the air. They go to the same side, looking for the same target, Smith, but out of his reach. Maryland offense that averaged 29 points per game last year. Was top in several statistical categories, top 5 as he goes to Szymanski that time. One of the tight ends in a group that they really like at that position, but it will be 4th down. And that is another thing you don't want to see in the spring game, still trying to get the timing down on special teams, and you mentioned the receivers as well, so working out the kinks. Talked about Billy Edwards. He's going to trot back out here at QB.
When needed in big moments.
He's a guy who constantly picked Taulia Tagovailoa's brain and learned a lot from Tagovailoa as he flips it out here to Nolan Ray, one of the running backs.
See him run from all the way inside out to the close to the sideline, showing the athleticism.
That depth on the defensive line once again on display there, right in the interior.
Jordan on the D-line.
Coaches use the phrase lane integrity when it came to their defensive line in our meetings. Another short pass over the middle to Ray. That's complete.
Pass complete to Nolan Ray.
So again, that defensive line they're confident in. Linebacker room really confident in. We're going to watch those DB spots quite a bit today, both cornerback and the secondary positions. Talked about Jordan Phillips. We're going to send it down to Megan McEwen, who has more on. The redshirt sophomore from Clayton, Delaware at the controls. And they'll run it on the first play of this series right into the teeth of the D. And
receivers where to go. That's what you want to see from your quarterback.
It's a big upcoming year for the program, trying to continue the success they've had the last few years and consistency they've built from the ground up with Michael Oxley. Again, looking down the sideline a little deeper this time. That intent.
Develop guys here, and they've done a great job of it.
They've done a great job of getting several players deep into the depth chart involved in regular season games. So a lot of these guys have experience as they go up the middle. It's a spot where they want to improve. And up front, they're trying to replace several key names along that O-line. So it will be a work of chemistry and building up reps when it comes to the defensive line. Neo Avery got involved in the tackle there. Go back to the ground once again. That defense stepping up along the line. Tavon Nelson. What looks like kind of a blitz package for him to step up and make a big play. Do QB and the center spot. That's big.
Yeah, there's a lot of change on offense, which is why the defense has to be great and the run game's going to have to come to play.
Smith on the reception on the sideline there.
Pass complete to Robert Smith.
His third catch of this opening quarter for the red team.
From Edge is can you make routine plays routinely? Can you just get the ball out there and throw it accurately? And Edge has done a decent job so far.
We use the term game manager, which
Get drafted 10th overall. J.J. McCarthy proved to be one heck of a player. He's going to have a great NFL career, but he was a game manager when he needed to be at Michigan.
great spot for him with the Vikings. So now MJ Morris, say hello to Maryland fans. Maryland fans say hello to MJ Morris, the QB that is now involved in this offensive series, transfer from NC.
People up, haven't moved the ball like I thought we would be able to, but we still got some time left.
What are you hoping to see from your quarterback specifically? Or you see Robin Hemby right here coming up here. His development, he's working on trying to read the second and third levels of defense.
This is the next level for Roman. He's the epitome of what a Maryland football player looks like, coming in not highly recruited, but a guy that's developed and made himself into a really good player. God, man, we got to throw that thing over the top and outside.
Of course, the afternoon, the transfer from NC State. Again, made 6 starts over the last couple of seasons for the Wolfpack. He's definitely involved in that QB competition. We've seen a QB now, redshirt freshman from Jersey City, New Jersey. His first throw of the day is complete on a crossing route over the middle, and it's Smith again on the reception. He's been the go-to guy. Daniel Wingate made the tackle, a little quicker this time around, dumping it over the middle this time. On the reception there, Thomas McCluskey, tight end, 6. Long hands it off this time. They switch it up, getting some balance going on the ground with Colby McDonald. Let's say hello to Megan again. Meg Money.
Guys, we've talked about Meg Money right here. He's been mostly a lead by example guy, but now he's trying to be that vocal presence.
Thanks, Megan. Maybe one more running play of this opening quarter. And McDonald gets another carry. That'll do it for the first quarter of play.
Franklin, he's Broyles Award winner, was at Michigan, Alabama, Miami, has seen a lot of college football and coached a lot of great players.
Colby McDonald's dragged down by Neo Avery there.
Critical.
You told me big thing, can you be 6-0 going into that USC game? That could be, I mean, it's very realistic. It's definitely in the realm of possibility that you could be.
Yeah, you look at those games, Maryland, this place in College Park will be rocking when USC comes in here.
Very true, it'll be here. Champ Long looking for Smith again, who's been his go-to target. Wanted the deep ball, haven't been able to connect on those deep balls. You've got skilled playmakers, not all of them out there today. We know Ty Felton won't play today. This is a ball that's squeezed into a nice window there by Champ Long. That is what you wanted to see, a play made in a cap it off in the depths of the red zone here. Long knows where he wants to go with it into one-on-one coverage, and it is incomplete. Had intentions there for Khalid. Long stayed on his feet under pressure. That pass incomplete, and Michael Loxley did use the number 4. He said there are. Howes will kick the field goal here, their returning field goal kicker, and splits the uprights to get some points on the board for the red team. Morris throws a quick dart and completes it to Shalik Knotts, who they have big hopes for. Number 4 in white on the receiving side.
A perfect example of developing an offensive lineman for a couple of years and then becomes an NFL player.
Shalik Knotts carries.
Have some other guys be as clean as you can be. How can you move this offense in a fashion that doesn't result in turnovers? Meanwhile, their ball is dropped but scooped back up. We don't mean to speak turnovers into existence, but nearly had one happen there. Luckily scooped back up by Nolan Ray, Nolan Ray from Southfield, Michigan, out of Brother Rice High School, which has a great pedigree for producing college football players over the years. And a lot of winning that's taken place at Brother Rice High School. They go back to him on the ground.
And coaching them the installs.
Moore steps up. He can do it with his legs too, and we see those legs for the first time. Obviously can't tackle the quarterback in the spring game, still mark him down.
That thing dead when there was someone 10 yards from him, but
Gotta be
you got to
careful.
protect them.
MJ Morris, in the month of October.
Control of this offense.
His strengths definitely show up on the film, and they show up in person. Nice tackle broken there by Roman Hemby.
Hemby carries.
Morris back out there, hands it off again to Hemby.
Hemby carries.
I know Hemby can definitely carry the weight of the #1 running back load. And we don't always see the number.
How does he handle this situation?
Hemby finds room up the middle again, and he gets brought down. Let's go to Megan for more on Roman Hemby.
It's great, though, when he's dressing up from head to toe, especially for media days and whatnot.
And Megan, he looks great in the end zone right now, spinning his way in. A little swag, both on and off the field. Prada off the field, touchdowns on the field.
Man, that is some swag. I may need to hire.
Howes comes out to complete the drive. And the white team answer.
And we're a tight-knit group. We have a mentality that we have to show toughness. We're gonna run to the ball, and it really starts with him. You know, we follow him, and you know they see you show it on their game day. So.
You talk about being a tight-knit group. Bo
That is the biggest thing, you know, and then, you know, I look up to that guy, so I hit him up all the time, ask him about boundary safety, all those types of questions and things like that.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it, Jason.
Thanks, Megan. Dante.
You know how important it is to have good DBs now? When Maryland's going to be playing Oregon and USC, who are going to throw the ball 40, 50 times a game, Trader's going to have a big season.
Edge makes a nice throw to the sideline there. Grab. And you mentioned those West Coast teams coming in, maybe 40, 50 throws as we see the up-tempo moving here. You might have more of that kind of tempo. Do you, how the clock was flowing and not stopping prior to the final 4 minutes? So we'll go into traditional timing now, try to simulate that, and essentially these 2-minute drives to try to score. Hands it off here to McDonald, who's wrapped up pretty quickly. Colby McDonald. Eluding the pressure and flipping it out to Nolan Ray, who stayed on his feet and tiptoes down the
Presence for Billy Edwards.
Ty Felton this time. First time we've called his name on the receipt off. In one sport, you're on defense. Other sport, you're scoring for your team.
Best of both worlds.
Best of both
Yeah.
worlds. Yep. Well, he's trying to make a defensive stop here. Another run by no
Combination.
Edwards step up, strong throw down the sideline. The receiver had a step looking for Ty Felton, but an excellent job to catch up there from Kivas talking through that door today.
And Thomas is a guy that can play all over the field. He can play that nickel slot corner position. He can play outside at corner.
A nice route crossing over the middle that time. And a nice job from Billy Edwards. Notice picked up 14 there. Now Edwards back to work, back down the sideline. Nuts has his step, but it's slightly overthrown. Would have been 6.
Shalik Knotts, or especially a guy like Knotts who can go up and then make a play on the football. Give him a chance.
They want to go deep again, opposite sideline. This time looking for Caden Prather.
Timing of the quarterback, the receiver, the ball location, the deep ball hasn't been there. That's something that we got to get fixed over the summer.
What do you need your quarterbacks to do to get that timing better?
Sack. Cups of chocolate chips in it if it says 1.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Megan. Following the chocolate chip cookie recipe, incomplete some of those deep balls. Now the timing improves. It's kind of felt like it has improved throughout the course of the afternoon. Long's pass is picked off, though. First turnover of this spring game, and will it be a pick 6? It will. Waltzing his way into the end zone is Kiari James for a 28-yard interception and return for a touchdown.
The screen, you got James, 35, going to drop on the right side here, and he's just sitting right there in his zone. Champlong doesn't even see him. Good job by James. with the catch and then securing the football, getting in the end zone. Yeah, he's going to have a good day.
Second quarter clock. Have had our first pick six of the afternoon. Brian Williams, the DC, will love that. It'll be the white team up 14-3 after one half of spring game play in College Park. Once again, winner. Capriati kicked us off to begin the day, and now the second half getting underway here in the annual red-white game.
It's like I step into a role where I got to lead by example and kind of be a vocal leader for some of these younger guys.
You have a younger running back group as well. What have you told them so far this spring to try to improve their play?
Just giving them little nuggets that'll take it a long way.
What did you do to improve in the second?
Just finish. You know, Coach Loxley always talks about headbutting the finish, and we know that this is going to be a four-quarter game, so we'll have a little bit of fun, but we want to win, so we're going to do what we got to do to get that.
Mentally step into it.
Well, a lot of it in becoming the leader is about performing on the field, right? No one respects you until you actually perform, and Roman's done that at a really high level.
There was a flag that went flying before that pass. QB in right now. I've seen 4 QBs so far today. The newcomer from NC State, MJ Morris, led the touchdown drive that we saw in the opening half. A couple of bodies barreling off one another there on the outside.
Scrimmage last play, actually changing the protection, pointing out where the blitz is coming from.
Other elements of that comfort level that's going to have to establish, and you have a new center this year as well that you're trying to work in. We know they really like Josh Kaltenberger at center. See what they call here. We know how dynamic Josh Gaddis is as a play caller. This is a crossing route that goes in and out of the hands of his intended target there, Ricardo Cooper Jr. Offensive line really.
Coach Loxley flipped them at the last minute. He's going to be a big part of this offense.
An offense that averaged 29 points per game last year. A team that has won after beginning his career as a Mountaineer. 42 catches, 666 yards last year. Another flag down here.
Ball start. Offense. Number 30.
Makes some adjustments at the line. Now Edwards, his pass was deflected there. 4.5 sacks you see next to his name there. That led the Terps a season ago. So you can see him in a lot of blitz packages for them as well. Meanwhile, speaking of blitz, the rush got there right away for Edwards, and it slipped out of his hands. Kozlowski, who's going to be important elements of the special teams, punt return, kick return units. Back to watch that fall into his arms. Let's go down to Megan on the field. Of playing guys that when they're young and developing them for moments. A little flea flicker action on display here. Edge down the seam, one Smith, and it's broken up. Another nice play by a Maryland DB. Michael Loxley plays a key role in the offense as well. Here's Edge, pressure off the edge, and he goes down the sideline, trying to adjust to make a play with Smith.
Can get it.
Now third down play, 1 for 7 on third down. So far, this might be a conversion and a deep one. It is hauled in and caught along the sideline there. Nice play. It's going to be declined.
First down.
This is a great catch by Octavian Smith. Tracking the football, also knowing the awareness of where he is on the sideline, dragging that right foot, securing the catch through the ground.
So now maybe, Adam, you're back at possibly that shot territory you talked about here.
Yeah, try to take something down the field.
Instead, they go underneath, and it's broken up. Deliberate shots on the outside. I'm going to say it looked like someone jumps there on one side of the ball. Might be offensive.
Got a little excited there at receiver.
A little excited. Edge, one of those deep shots we talked about, might have it this time. Receiver had a step. It was Octavian Smith again. Be interested to see what happened on this replay. 723 receiving yards last year. Just blazing speed.
Yeah, I will say that there are challenges for the receivers as well when you're rotating quarterbacks. That the ball comes out of everyone's hand differently. It spins differently. Rain this season. It's going to happen at some point in bad weather. How do these quarterbacks? How does MJ Morris right now with the rain perform?
Up the middle, MJ Morris's legs are on display as he gets out past the 30, where they might mark him down. Quick hit on the edge.
Pass complete to Jaden Fair.
Jalen Husky, let's go down to
Think
Megan.
about his mobility and ability to get out on the field.
Yeah, MJ's athleticism really stands out. You just see a little bit of his accuracy in the throwing game. You know, as I said, as he continues to learn the system, when he's comfortable, I like to see us offensively, like I said, make a few more explosive plays. You got one here, Dylan Wade out in front. Oh, shit. Oh, shoot. TV, PG-13. But, again, we need those type of plays in our offensive system.
We were both in awe of the ginormous candle in Michael Loxley's office yesterday, by the way, gifted to him by Stephon Diggs, that got him all soothed and relaxed for today, and now he's breaking out his play-by-play skills on the air.
It smelled good, too, in there.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. Skins left in the quarter for MJ Morris behind the intended target. Well, fourth and final quarter on the horizon. Adam Brenneman, Megan McEwen, our outstanding Big Ten Network crew. And MJ Morrison at QB made a nice throw prior to the fourth to Dylan Wade. He scoots out of...
Off an all Big Ten campaign, what do you need to do to continue improving this offseason?
Just stay consistent. That's the name of the game for me, especially going into this last year for me. Just being consistent, putting another year like I did last year together, and then, you know, taking my talents to the next level.
Up 14-3. It's the red team that's going to try to make a fourth quarter comeback here. They hand it off, and the defense showing up once again. Looked like DJ Samuels who got the... Champ Long goes to the sideline, caught by Abbott. Now Abbott made a couple of men miss, up to the 30.
Champ Long has the arm talent, and that's not the question. It's the decision-making. We saw him have the pick six earlier. He's got to keep making great decisions.
Some patience in between, all playing in this spring game today at the running back spot for Maryland. Long was pressured, just had to throw that away. Long might have to throw this one away again, but there are receivers in the vicinity this time. Ezekiel Abbott on this field.
And we'll see what happens in the spring transfer portal now for Maryland. And we talked to Josh Gaddis, who said we have to go get a couple more offensive linemen. We'll see if they make any moves at the receiver position.
A Lulu Blue Day, by the way, in the state of Michigan, April 25th. And they just backed it up the next night with another 250,000. Some trickery here. Notch will throw it this time and had a target. Oh, that got free.
Be thinking about that one a ton.
Another thing to look at in the film room. By the way, on the note of Detroit and the draft, I have to give you, I agree with you there, but we're going to get that rating up as your Detroit Pizza experience grows. They don't blow this one dead. A big hit from behind on, looks like Nolan Ray made the catch there. He did. OC here at Maryland, showcasing every trick in the bag. MJ Morris rolling out. Morris will throw. They're going to blow this dead.
The exciting part for coaches, though, is
these QBs are trying to put their best foot on film. Speaking of feet going forward, here's a burst in the hole for Nolan Ray. They said he's put up the most wow plays on film all spring long, and does so there. Biggest chunk. Ball was bobbled, but recovered there by Morris. And now a little stiff arm out on the edge there.
Take care of the football better.
Blitz came to the end zone for Wade. Did he get the feet in?
Looks like an even better catch by Dylan Wade. Getting the right foot down, the awareness that takes. Now, does he secure the ball right there? That's a touchdown.
Got the foot in with space between the toes and the white.
The question, will would be, does he have control of the football when the toe comes down?
Gonna redo the extra
Listen,
point here.
I'm the replay official now, and it's a touchdown.
Going into year 11 as a member of the Big Ten Conference, coming off a third straight bowl win. Ball getting a little slippery out there now. It goes in and out of that. Georgia is a school that can match that non-conference record around the country during that time span. Zemanski trying to make the grab there, might have slipped out of his hands as well.
The thing that at home, how do they go to Oregon and knock them off? How do they beat Penn State? That's the next step, and it's going to take figuring out who your quarterback is as the first way to get there.
We're entering the final 4 minutes here, which means we're going to go into. This is Edge trying to make a throw into one-on-one, but it was eventually double covered and well covered back there in the secondary. Megan talked about that grandma's chocolate chip recipe.
Zone with the quarterbacks. And to have a head coach in that room every single day is so critical, because your head coach and your quarterback better be on the same page at all times. You can guarantee it will be for Maryland.
Scenario for Billy Edwards with 3:25 to go. A dart across, but incomplete, looking for Ryan Manning.
Edwards here, you want to see him. I want to see him get the ball out quickly. If it's not there, use his legs, scramble, and keep your eyes down the field.
Atchison is his black back who leaks out, throws to the opposite side, and it's incomplete. Edwards well protected, but there's better coverage downfield, so here's the legs. You talked about Adam, and he glides his way.
You can run the football, so if it's there and you feel the pressure, roll out. Great job here. He sees no one's there. As soon as he sees it, just tucks the ball away and runs. Let's see where he got touched here.
They reversed the call and marked him short. Looks like at the 2.
Down at the 2-yard line, which gives Billy Edwards another.
So they're gonna go on the ground here with Atchison, and looks like he came up short. Now, like you said, chance to move a little up tempo. Back to the ground, back to Atchison, and this time he is in.
Last couple drives weren't great. He missed some big-time throws. He's fumbled the ball at quarterback the previous drive before this one, but then looks polished out here, looks in control, has the confidence, made some big throws.
Ran sideline there. Extra point is good. 2:30. Talk to the staff again in the fall, and here who was the one that did that leading in the summertime. You fast forward to that point in time, but right now, each present moment is so important for this program and building up on a daily basis.
It's identifying what's the one area we can improve in the summertime. For me, it was usually getting stronger or gaining weight. For some of these guys, it'll be speed or athleticism. For some of the quarterbacks, like an MJ Morris, the summer.
The 3rd and 1 for the red team offense and Cameron Edge. They try to get that 1 yard. Go to Mason, who creeps inside the 50-yard line with 1:40 to go. Nice catch, and this should be a first down. It will be, putting his foot in the ground and moving forward for some extra yardage.
Ball out quickly, making a definitive decision.
Maxwell Brown changed from the white to the red team.
Eli Mason carries.
Get upfield, he can also chase things down from behind. We saw him make some plays in the run game.
Down the sideline, Abbott is open and has the grab. Really nice dart of a throw that squeezed in there. This ball is bobbled, caught, intercepted, and headed the other way. Might be the second pick 6 of the day for the white team. It will be just that. 94 yards to the house for Jonathan Akins.
Ball gets tipped here, and then Akins just being around the ball and running to the football once it's thrown allows that play to happen. And then put the Jets on. Celebrating. Well, you see the teammates running down the field there with him. Caden Prather's basically in the end zone by the time the ball gets in there. What a way to put an end to the spring game.
Akins caps it off with a 94-yard pick six, and that will effectively wrap it up for the annual red-white game. And something to put on film for Akins to finish up today. 34-3, the white team wins it. Players will all come together here at midfield. Michael Loxley in the heart of that huddle, getting one final big word in for his group. Let's go down to Megan, who's with Caden Prather.